Let us go through this post that Nikki Agnes made, and I find it interesting to share it with you on this platform because a lot is going on. Many people don't understand the adoption and the criminality going on constantly in our land, in Biafra land in particular. Many people who happen to find themselves in so-called government security outfits are now perpetrating a lot of crimes in the name of fighting and crimes. How can you connect that dot? I mean, how does it make sense to you? How can you make sense out of it? That people who are recruited as government security outfits are actually the one officially using government license to do the crime, officially. So that who are you going to report to? Just imagine that. Now let's go to this. Oka, Anambra State, a businessman based in Oka, Anambra State, Mr. Chibike pictured has cried out for justice after allegedly being abducted and escorted by members of a newly formed security outfit known as Operation Udogachi and kidnapped me. That's what they said. He said, kidnap me, took me, they kidnapped me, took me to bush and forced me to transfer 1.5 million. Anambra businessman cried out. Oka Anambra State a businessman based in Oka Anambra State, Mr. Chibike, pictured below, has cried out for justice after allegedly being abducted and escorted by members of a newly formed security outfit known as Operation Dogachi. Narrating his dramatic experience, Mr. Chibike said he was kidnapped, taken to a remote bush, and forced at gunpoint to transfer a total sum of 1.5 million to a known account. The incident, according to him, began after a misunderstanding at a banquet in Oka. I had a small misunderstanding with the owner of a banquet. Chibike recounted. Before I know it, the banquet owner called the operative of the operation Udogachi. He forcefully accused me of trying to steal a pair of jeans shorts. Wow. He's even claimed I was the one responsible for all the missing items in his shop in Anokwa. Chibike said the security men arrived promptly and sided with the shop owner without proper investigation. They told me I must pay 420,000 for the missing clothes and 80,000 for the pair of jeans I had wanted to buy. They forced me to transfer the money right there. But all that did not end there. Okay, I mean, they did not stop there. They continued with the other atrocities, you understand, by taking him to a remote area. That's what he's trying to say. So, my people, I just want to like the video and make sure you comment very, very vividly to tell us what you think about what the message is all about because the crime has not stopped. And this is not the first time we are hearing about Operation Udo Gachi's atrocities and, evil against the people of Anambra State. A lot of people have cried out like this and nothing has happened. In fact, once they cried out, government of Anambra State always pretend that they did not hear anything. He will be like, "What did anybody talk? Did anybody say anything?" From there, it will just die off. That's why Anambra State is one of the most dangerous places to stay now because of the so-called Udogachi. Because what they're doing, remember a few months ago, they were using our code pistol to manhandle human beings, especially young boys. When they see you, they will use that pistol to deal with you and disgrace you. I don't understand why it is too common in Anambra now. So let us continue. Here you see, after I transferred that money, he says, they dragged me away in a vehicle and drove for over an hour deep into a forest. When we got to the bush, they ordered me to open my mobile banking app. When they saw I had 9 million in my account, they told me to transfer all of it to them. I said visibly, they told me to transfer it to them. He said visible shaking. That is, I don't know what it means by that, visibly shaking. He said, visibly shaking. I don't understand what he meant by that. Mr. Chibike told them he had a daily limit of 500,000, but they refused to listen. They keep trying different amounts until they finally succeeded in forcing me to transfer. Wow, I understand what he's trying to say. They, they succeeded in forcing me to transfer 500,000 at night. Then the next day, they forced another 500 for me, totally 1 million. In addition to the 500,000 I paid earlier at the banquet. You understand it? At least they make 1 million naira. If not that this man had limit, the whole money would have just been bye bye. Yet their security outfit, you. Then the question is, what are they securing? The welfare of the people, or just for their own gain? What followed was even more humiliating. Okay, please pardon me because I don't understand that a security outfit will go to this extent. Do you understand? I thought that there are people you can only see this maybe from Fulani herdsmen, bandits and all that. That this is nothing kidnappers. I thought that they are the one doing this kind of thing. But let's continue. What happened? What followed was even more humiliating and dehumanizing. Before they released me, they forced me to record a video where I confessed to being a thief. They held a gun to my head and made me say I was sorry and would never steal again. The video is now circulating online and people are calling me a criminal. But I want the world to know I am not a thief. I was forced to say I was forced to say that under duress, which is of course possible. Mr. Chibike said he knew the money point account name. He knew the money point account name, the money account. Okay, he knew the money point account name the money was transferred to, and is pleading with relevant authority to investigate. They told me if I report to anyone, they will find me and kill me. But I cannot keep quiet. I want justice. My life is in danger and my reputation already been destroyed. Which is, honestly, I understand what this man is saying. And look at the Udogach. This is just people who are, oh my goodness, look at them. Certified robbers in government with government license. Certified robbers with government license. Why I'm saying this because I already know how people torture people, and all this man is not the first one. A lot of activities in Anambra that has happened like this, and people have seen it all. Like people in Anambra, and sometimes you see content creators from Anambra State singing praise of Soludo. That is another part that got me worried. Does it mean that what we are seeing on social media is just like fake? Because somebody like, I don't want to mention them, some of the content creators from Anambra State, some of them are singing praise of not Udogaj, Soludo. That is shocking to me. That is shocking. Anyway, let me hear from you. Let me see your comment on this one. Let us think about it. Do you agree or disagree? I believe this could be the man Chibike himself, and this is the people that called Udokachi, and this is governor of Anambra State. So let's hear from you. Let's hear from you. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. God bless you and see you again. Bye bye for now.